How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Duck Dynasty Reviews Fridays. And this week is Season 1, Episode 8. And what happens on this week's episode, Phil and Miss Kay, their house is trying to get run down, and their plumbing's not that good, so Phil's trying to fix it. And Willie comes over and tells them maybe they need to start looking for a new house. So that's what they do. So Willie gets his realtor to help his parents out. And they meet Willie's realtor at Duck Commander, and he takes them to see this big old mansion type house at first. And they go look through it, and Phil likes one part of it is the jacuzzi. That way he can baptize people in the winter. And all this other stuff he's not liking. And he tells them that it's just, the realtor, that it's just too much, and he doesn't want it. So they move on to the next house. In the next house, the realtor says he got over 50 acres of land, but what the realtor doesn't tell Phil and them that this 50 acres is a golf course behind their house, and somebody already owns this golf course. So and Phil's not liking that, and he tells the realtor that they don't want this house either. And so that's all that really happens with Phil and Miss Kate. It's happening with Willie and the rest of them. They're having the 40-year anniversary party for Duck Commander. And Willie gets this idea to make the world's biggest duck call. He tells Jason that they need to get it done, and he only tells them about 4 days before. So they have to try to get this duck call done. Because Willie tells Corey, and she gets it set up where the news and the press and all that could be there to videotape it. That way it could be in the Guinness World Record books. So Jason's idea is to make a 4.5-foot duck call, and Jason and Willie go out to the woods to find wood, and they cut down a couple of logs and bring them back. And while they're in the woods, they're in the swamp, and Willie has to get down out of the boat and go in, and he falls into a sinkhole, and Jace tells him that's an alligator hole to mess with Willie a little bit. And then they come and they cut the logs up the way they want them, and then they take them to this guy. That way they can sand it out and even the edges out to make it look like a duck call instead of looking like a piece of log. And while they're trying to do this, the log jumps up and almost hits them, so they have to take the log back to Duck Commander to sand it by hand. And when Willie goes to talk to Corey to see how the party's coming, and she asks him about the duck call, and he tells him he's going to try to get it done. He goes back, and when he goes back, Jason and him sanding it with sandpaper by hand, and he tells them to get the power sander, and that's what they do, and they get it looking good, and they go to the party and they unveil it, and they have to go do a leaf blower to make it sound like a duck. And the first time it didn't want to work right, and then the second time they made it sound like a duck, so they broke the record. That's all that really happened on this week's episode of Duck Dynasty. If y'all ever watched this episode, y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode. As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, you as awesome. See y'all next time.